Let me have you listen to brother Christopher Titus, comedian, because he has a lot to say that he wants MAGA to hear. Check this out.
What's stunning to me is the people with the least money look up to and vote for the people that took their money. Do you want to go down how that happened? Reagan adopted trickle-down economics, which said if we give the rich people more money, they will give it to poor people. And then the dumb poor people waited for that money to trickle down. It didn't. The London School of Economics did a study of 18 countries over the last 50 years. They found out that not only did the poor get absolutely nothing with trickle down except bent over and something weird trickling down their leg, the rich benefited and more than doubled their wealth. Yeah, no trickle for the poor and a raging river of quan for the rich. Yet the South, the poorest parts of our country, overwhelmingly vote for the people that continue to make the South the poorest parts of our country. Republicans, to you hardcore conservatives who actually think the Republicans have your back, can you tell me how? Guns? Okay, so you get to have unlimited, no permit, concealed carry. Why? We've had more mass shootings than days in the year. How scared are you? And what are you scared of? Minorities? Immigrants? Well, in a comprehensive study done by Princeton University in 2020, they found that U.S.-born citizens are over 2 times more likely to be arrested for violent crimes, 2.5 times more likely to be arrested for drug crimes, and over 4 times more likely to be arrested for property crimes than immigrants. You know, Americans. Patriots commit more crime and do more damage than the people who came here legally and illegally. Yeah, put that in your flag and burn it. But the Republicans keep you scared. You know, don't worry that your kids might get mowed down in school. Worry about a drag brunch where they may hear a Broadway retrospective. No one has been killed at a drag brunch, but kids have been mowed down in school learning to read. The Democrats have brought back 12 million jobs. They started infrastructure. The CHIPS Act lowered drug prices. They expanded healthcare. 260 million vaccinated. Wages are up 5%. Inflation is down. Gas prices are down. 800,000 manufacturing jobs. They united NATO and brought back America's reputation worldwide. That's in 3 years. The Republicans have put forward zero legislation that fixes anything, period. The GOP voted against infrastructure. They voted against the CHIP Act. Yet, they claim credit for it in their districts. They voted against cheap insulin, lowered drug prices, and against expanded health care. For you! The Republicans backed up Russia and have spent more time talking about the president's son than they have about your needs as tax-paying Americans. That's right, Poochie. Let's get into this. So in summation, trickle-down economics doesn't trickle. Immigrants commit less crime than Americans, right? And drag queens don't hurt kids. Unlimited AR-15s do. Hunter never worked in the White House. He never made $640 million while working in the White House, and he didn't take $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Trump's kids did. I want you guys to know woke is better than being brain dead. And to those who think someone singing show tunes is more dangerous than a mentally ill, methed up redneck with a semi-automatic and body armor, to you who think beer can be gay, and by the way, if this beer is gay, you've been drinking gay beer for years. To those of you who think that owning the libs is more important than owning your own home, keep voting Republican, but do it knowing that they are the people that made your life suck, and they did it by scaring you. You don't have because they took. Admit it. You have Stockholm Syndrome. You're voting for the people that raped you, that stole from you, and are holding you hostage. And as far as I can tell, you like it.
They want to stick it to the libs, but in the process of sticking it to the libs, they're hurting themselves at an order of magnitude larger than that of whom again? The libs. They're hurting themselves. And yes, I know some people are masochistic. They don't mind just to hurt you. They don't mind if they have to hurt themselves. There are some people like that. There are some people whose hate is so that way. That's what they do. I came across that while I was scanning my TikTok this morning. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to bring it to the PDR posse. The PDR posse needs to see this. So as you can see, folks, we have to keep, I know many of you think this message never sinks into your to your right-wing brothers and sisters, right? But let me tell you, You know how they got fixed, or how they got how should I put it? How they got ill informed? They got ill informed through repetition. They kept on hearing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And in hearing these things over and over and over again, it started to become a truth to them. And it also became a part of their being. And when something becomes a part of your being, you generally need either that slow ramp up till you break, or simply you break. There are people that I work with that simply break and like, oh, throw their hands up in the air and say, I see the light. But most people, is a constant growing. It's a constant growing. You have to give them that landing space. And that's where we're at with quite a few.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.